Hi guys, Dennis here from Denny Bob's RC Construction. Welcome back to the channel. Working on my dump hopper, the unloading slide that I've been working on, and it's and then it's got the opening at the end when it slides it out. I'll do a little demonstration on it, and I'll kind of discuss some of the problems I'm having with it. Okay, get that position. Get my bucket underneath there. I've made enough of a mess on the bench already with crap. Let's see. And you kind of hear that the linear actuators are struggling a bit because for some reason my chrome rubber has got some sandy grit in it. I'm not real happy about it. You kind of hear it struggling and grinding and snapping and crackling. I have tried to get some clearance to it to, you know, if it was clean rubber, probably never have an issue. But I'm going to use this in the dirt as well. So if it doesn't work for this, what I ended up doing is taking and clearing out the top of it because it was a full flat. And all that grit would get jammed in this opening and create a problem. So I had to kind of get a spot where there was some relief to it. Unfortunately, it does carry some material out, but some of the sacrifices you make when you're doing this stuff. Yeah, it's not like I had a set of plans to follow and go into with this project. One of the problems I am having is my hopper doesn't empty out nicely. There's a lot of material in there yet. Just a slight vibration would probably help. But yeah, well, and I was trying to make a bigger hopper and trying to make it just nothing quite working right the way I thought it was going to, and the sides are angled fine, but the other sides are not angled as steep, so they don't clean out as good. It's all trial and error. I'm not a genius when it comes to this stuff, so figuring out angles and everything, I just kind of made something that would work, and that is what it is. But I did get my conveyor done for it that will feed the hopper. Now I've got to get this all braced up to the side and make a hopper to load in with the wheel loaders. Yeah, and I did go and I created a gearbox. I mean, this is all rubber sealed, and I got a greaser gun here, got it packed full of grease. If you've seen some videos that I've done before on the conveyor, the problem I ran into is these gears do not like to run dry, and I went through and yeah, it's completely encased with grease packed in there. You can put a Zerk on the top, kind of silly, but not to scale or anything, but I like stuff to be able to be worked on and functional. So if I want to take this apart, I can take the cover off and I can get in and redo the gears. This is kind of an L-shaped cover here, and I got a plate on the bottom that's bolted, and then a rubber gasket that I cut and made and seals it all up. It's not completely tightly sealed because grease will, when you pack it full, will come out the bearings, which is fine. You know, at least I know the bearings are packed full of grease that way. And but yeah, I got some nice little scoops on there that should carry some material away. I got the belt all spliced, and I went with a little taller aluminum on the sides so that I don't have to build a bunch of sides for it. I went with some 2-inch instead of the normal 1.5 inch like I normally do on the sides, just to kind of, that way I don't have to build a sideboard on it. It should carry whatever material these scoops will carry and not have any spillage over the sides. I did make some, I didn't slot these. I did make some rollers on the bottom side to keep this belt so that any material that happens to get on the back side of the belt has a chance to kind of fall out and escape. And yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is my progress so far. I spent a lot of hours this weekend so far just working on this. This was actually fairly simple to do once I got the linear actuators. And yeah, I might go and make a plastic slide for it. I did make one, but I'm not sure. I want to make one out of a little bit thicker than this stuff. This is pretty flimsy. But I did put it in there and tried it, and it seemed to work fine. But yeah, it's just too flimsy. I want to get a little thicker. Maybe an 1/8 inch. Instead of the 1/16, make it a little stiffer, and that way aluminum versus aluminum, it doesn't forgive. It galls with that sandy grit in it. At least with this, it will kind of be a little more forgiving, a little more flexible. Maybe I should leave it this thin, and maybe it'll work. I don't know, but I do have a little vibrating motor that I can put on this hopper, put it on a separate switch for clean out. But I don't know, it's not like there's a set of plans out there to build one of these things, and I'm just guessing by golly and hope it works when I get done. So anyway, catch you guys later.